In a world cluttered with information, where truth is power, Lawin Weekly News stands apart.
We delve deeper, uncover facts, and bring stories to light. From political showdowns and economic triumphs to the pulse of the street and the heart of the community.
We capture the moments that define us, stories that challenge, inspire, and transform.
Tune in live Sundays 8 a.m. Central Standard Time and Sundays 6 p.m. Central Standard Time.
These are Lawin headlines for this week. Texas under fire for investigating teachers' posts following Charlie Kirk's death. Houston Food Bank ramps up efforts as Gov shutdown looms. Military families in San Antonio get local backing amid federal shutdown. Government shutdown persists. White House eyes thousands of job cuts. Cebu hospitals stretched thin after quake, WHO and UN warn. Philippine Consulate General joins Samar Leyte Texas Gala in Houston. Nicole Kidman, Keith Urban part ways after 19-year union.
Good day, I am Neska, and tonight we bring you the latest stories in the United States of America, especially in the state of Texas. So sit back, relax, and let Lawin Weekly News be your guide to the news that matters most. More than 500 Texas workers face layoffs as the year ends, according to worker adjustment and retraining notification notices filed with the Texas Workforce Commission. DSTV Incorporated, which handles visa pre-processing for the U.S. Department of State, will cut 169 jobs in Irving. The number could drop if U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services absorbs some employees. Texas Instruments will lay off 163 employees at its Dallas facility on North Central Expressway. The job cuts affect the 150 mm production line, which will close permanently in April. Affected workers will receive at least 60 days of paid leave. In Brownsville, Citrium Amphils plans to cut 91 jobs by November 28th as it divests from its yard, shifting focus to technology centers in Houston and Mississippi. Austin will lose 99 jobs at Urban Alchemy after the city ended its contract with a nonprofit over reported data mishandling. Homeless Strategy Officer David Gray said vendors must meet high standards. Shelters will transition to management under Endeavors, which already has a contract with the city. Texas education officials are investigating more than 350 complaints against teachers over social media posts about the death of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. Some educators allegedly mocked or celebrated Kirk's assassination online. The Texas Education Agency says the complaints overlap in some cases but have already led to firings, suspensions, and resignations in school districts, including Houston, Dallas, and Jordanton. In Jordanton, geography and social studies teacher Matthew Justin Holland was terminated for a post related to Kirk's death. State Representative Mays Middleton has called for the dismissal of teachers who posts he says were inappropriate. Education Commissioner Mike Morith announced that substantiated cases will be referred to the State Board for Educator Certification, which could suspend or revoke teaching credentials. The agency continues to review each complaint and determine disciplinary action. Governor Greg Abbott has announced a new public safety initiative in Houston on Wednesday, launching a violent crimes task force to target repeat offenders. The task force is a collaboration between the Texas Department of Public Safety, the Harris County Sheriff's Office, local constables, the Houston Police Officers Union, and Crime Stoppers of Houston. Abbott called it all-in effort to boost safety in the city. According to Crime Stoppers, 55% of violent crimes in Houston involve repeat offenders. Abbott warned that these individuals are being put on notice. They will be tracked, arrested, and jailed. The initiative comes as Houston reports a 22% drop in violent crime over the past year, though many residents remain concerned about the safety. The task force will combine DPS troopers, special agents, Texas Rangers, and local law enforcement with support from aircraft and intelligence units. Abbott did not set a timeline for how long the task force will operate. He said the mission is clear. Houstonians should be able to walk the streets, take children to school, run businesses, and live daily life without fear. The Houston Food Bank is bracing for a possible rise in demand as the federal government shutdown continues. The shutdown affects federal employees and Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program recipients, raising concerns that more households will need aid. The food bank already supports about 1 million people each year, but that number could climb if the shutdown stretches beyond October. President Brian Green said supplies should remain steady unless the shutdown lasts for an extended period. He noted that federal employees could miss paychecks by the end of the month, while military personnel risk missing multiple pay periods. SNAP benefits are expected to continue through October and possibly November, but a longer shutdown could disrupt access. Green warned that families who were previously stable may now face hardship, adding to the strain. To prepare, the Houston Food Bank is seeking volunteers and encouraging sign-ups at houstonfoodbank.org.
In a world filled with fleeting moments, there's beauty waiting to be captured. My name is Christian, and I specialize in immortalizing your most precious memories. From elegant weddings to vibrant events and timeless portraits, I'm here to make every moment unforgettable. Let me tell your story through the lens. Contact me today and let's create magic together.
Journey to self-discovery and mastery. Be bold, why not? Season 6 with MJ Concepcion every Monday 8 p.m. CST. Don't miss out.
Where every conversation is welcome at the table. This is Pink Table Talk with Dr. Carly D. Every Wednesday 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Rice, spice, and everything nice. Welcome to the Philippine food scene with Adobo Queen, Nancy Reyes Lumen of Commissary Kitchen. Every Thursday 8 p.m. CST, Friday 9 a.m. Philippine time.
Residents in Southeast Austin are voicing concerns about a proposed homeless resource center near Interstate 35 and East Altorf Street. The facility, which could be operated by the Sunrise Homeless Navigation Center, is designed to provide services for people experiencing homelessness. The Austin City Council is weighing whether to purchase the land for the project as part of its broader strategy to address homelessness through dedicated service sites. A virtual town hall has been scheduled to discuss the proposed location. City officials say the meeting will allow residents to ask questions and learn more about the project. The Navigation Center would offer access to shelter, healthcare, and case management. City leaders stress the importance of centralized services, but neighborhood reactions are divided. Some residents support expanding resources for the homeless, while others raise concerns about safety and the impact on surrounding communities. City officials say they aim to balance community concerns with the urgent need to support people without housing. The council has not yet made a final decision on the project. A Dallas woman is gaining attention on social media with a dating interview series filmed on the Katy Trail. Elspeth Wimpy, 30, calls herself a dating journalist and launched the project to explore the Dallas dating scene through unscripted conversations. She approaches people on the trail, asks about their experiences, and produces the content herself. Participants share their views on modern dating, touching on technology, dating apps, and shifting social norms. The Katy Trail's lively setting creates spontaneous opportunities for interaction, giving their series a candid and authentic feel. Wimpy also visits other locations and plans to expand the series to include a broader demographic. Looking ahead, Wimpy envisions collaborations with local businesses and community events to expand outreach beyond digital media. Her Katy Trail series shows how relatable, real-life content can connect people and spark dialogue about modern relationships. San Antonio officials are stepping up support for military families while ensuring uninterrupted city services during the federal government shutdown. Mayor Gina Ortiz-Jones and City Manager Eric Walsh confirmed that essential operations, including public safety, waste management, and water supply, will continue without disruption. With San Antonio's economy closely tied to the military, the shutdown has delayed paychecks for active duty personnel, federal employees, and contractors. Joint Base San Antonio, one of the city's largest employers, supports more than 80,000 military and civilian workers, many now facing financial strain. City leaders are coordinating with local organizations to provide assistance, including financial counseling and aid for affected families. Departments have contingency plans in place to maintain services and are working with state and federal agencies on a broader response. Health experts are urging women to begin regular breast cancer screenings at age 40, regardless of family history. The U.S. Preventive Services Task Force now recommends mammograms every 2 years for women ages 40 to 74 at average risk. The American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists and the Society of Breast Imaging also support starting at 40. The American Cancer Society says women ages 40 to 44 may choose annual screenings. Rising breast cancer rates among women in their 40s prompted the updated guidance, which emphasizes early detection as a way to improve survival rates. Studies show diagnoses are increasing among younger women, shifting the starting age from 50 down to 40. Insurance plans generally cover mammograms for women 40 and older, making screenings more accessible. While some women may face false positives, experts say the benefits of early detection outweigh the risks. Health leaders stress that early mammograms can detect cancer before symptoms appear, offering more treatment options and improving outcomes.
Join us for a captivating new series where Lawin sits down with the trailblazers of the music and entertainment world. Discover the stories behind the faces and voices that shape our culture and community.
We will bring you exclusive interviews with industry legends and rising stars. Behind the scenes insights and get a peek into the creative processes and personal journeys. Artists and performers and their upcoming shows and events.
Stay tuned for more updates and sneak peeks. Follow us on social media and subscribe to our channel.
The Trump administration has directed federal agencies to prepare for possible layoffs if Congress does not pass a government funding bill before the deadline. Without approved funding, non-essential federal employees could face furloughs, leading to service disruptions across the country. Agencies have been told to identify which staff members would remain on duty and which may be temporarily laid off. Essential services related to national security and public safety would continue. Other government operations may be delayed or suspended, affecting both individuals and businesses. Federal employees may face uncertainty and financial strain during furloughs, although they are typically reimbursed afterward. Federal contractors often do not receive back pay, raising concerns for that workforce. The administration's notice is intended to ensure readiness, but does not confirm that a shutdown will occur. Officials say the goal is to avoid disruption to government services and economic activity. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. is urging Cebu residents to stay vigilant and cooperate with authorities after a powerful earthquake struck the region on Tuesday, September 30th. The Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology reported the quake's magnitude and location, saying tremors were strongly felt across Cebu. Several buildings sustained damage, prompting immediate emergency response. Rescue teams have been deployed to search for survivors, while hospitals are treating the injured. Temporary shelters are housing displaced residents, and food and water supplies are being distributed. Marcos stressed the importance of community cooperation in rescue and relief efforts. He assured residents that government agencies are mobilizing resources to aid survivors and speed up recovery. Authorities continue to assess structural damage, monitor weather conditions, and search for people possibly trapped under debris. International aid groups have also expressed readiness to assist. Officials are urging residents to follow safety guidelines, report damage, and stay updated through official channels as relief operations continue. The World Health Organization has issued a warning following a 6.9 magnitude earthquake in Cebu, Philippines, as hospitals struggle to cope with an influx of patients. WHO reported Tuesday that local hospitals are over capacity, with trauma cases exceeding what medical facilities can manage. The organization is calling for immediate support to bolster the health system. The United Nations also urged assistance to address urgent needs in Cebu. Response teams continue to search for survivors and provide aid, but damaged buildings, roads, and power outages have slowed operations. Patients are being transferred to hospitals in other regions, while aid groups send medical supplies and personnel. WHO is coordinating with the Philippine government to assess needs and organize emergency response. Officials are setting up medical tents and mobile units to ease pressure on hospitals. The Philippine Consulate General in Houston joined Summer Later Texas annual gala Beyond 2025 on Saturday to celebrate the group's community outreach and philanthropic programs in the Philippines and Texas. Consul General Gunther Salas commended the organization for its humanitarian, medical, and dental missions, as well as its educational support programs that assist disadvantaged Filipinos. He also reaffirmed the consulate's partnership with Summer Later Texas in advancing its mission and strengthening the presence of the Filipino community in Texas. During the event, the board recognized Chairman and CEO Dr. Clemente Logroño Jr. for his leadership and contributions that expanded the organization and fostered community building efforts.
Filing taxes, dealing with tax debt, or facing IRS actions is stressful, but you don't have to go it alone. Call 832-674-0829 or visit www.taxresolutionesq.com.
For divorce and family law in Texas, Liggett Dizon Law Firm PC will guide you every step of the way.
From initial consultation to detailed review of your case and strategic planning.
We'll sit with you during negotiations or mediations, and represent you in court.
Whether it is a family law, estate planning or immigration. We will be there to guide through the final steps.
So, leave your legal matters behind you and embrace your future.
You can contact Liggett Dizon Law Firm PC at 346-5454-346 or visit dizonlawfirm.com.
World number 1 Carlos Alcaraz has withdrawn from the Shanghai Masters due to a left ankle injury. Alcaraz sustained the injury during his opening match at the Japan Open, but continued playing through the tournament, eventually winning the title after defeating Taylor Fritz 6-4, 6-4 in the final. In his announcement, Alcaraz said recovery must be his priority, removing one of the top seeds from this week's event. The ATP Tour confirmed his withdrawal and updated the seedings, with quarantine noted. Entering as a 33rd seed, Alcaraz has recorded 67 wins this season, a performance that secured his position at the top of the world rankings. His absence was a significant change for the Shanghai Masters, where fans and players had expected him to compete following his Tokyo victory. Organizers have adjusted the tournament lineup, and analysts note that the updated draw could shift tournament dynamics. Alcaraz's next tournaments remain uncertain as he monitors his recovery. In his statement, the two-time Grand Slam champion stressed the importance of rest and acknowledged the physical demands of this sport. Filipino tennis player Alex Yala has advanced to the quarterfinals of the Jingshan Tennis Open after defeating Japan's Mei Yamaguchi in straight sets 6-0, 6-3. The match took place Thursday in China. Yala completed the win in 72 minutes. Yamaguchi, ranked world number 268, was unable to respond to Yala's consistent play. Yala won the first set without dropping a game and maintained control in the second to close out the match. The 20-year-old continues her campaign at the Jingshan Open, where she has now reached the quarter-final stage. Yala's win adds to her recent performances on the international tennis circuit as she seeks to improve her ranking and advance further in tournament play. Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban are separating after nearly 2 decades of marriage, according to multiple entertainment outlets. Reports state that the couple had been living apart for some time. A source told TMZ that Kidman has cared for their 2 children and has worked to hold the family together during Urban's absence. Another source told People that Kidman's family, especially her sister Antonia, has offered support throughout the separation. The source added that Kidman had been making efforts to save the marriage. Kidman and Urban married in 2006 and share 2 daughters. Neither has released a public statement about this separation. Actress Kim Chiu helped earthquake victims in Cebu after a magnitude 6.9 quake struck the province. Chiu returned to her hometown to film a television show, but she took time off set to assist residents affected by the disaster. Witnesses saw her buy construction materials that will support rebuilding efforts for damaged homes and communities. The earthquake damaged several areas in Cebu and forced authorities to launch extensive relief and recovery operations. Emergency teams continued search and rescue efforts, while local governments set up temporary shelters and distribute aid to displaced families. Chu emphasized her commitment to helping fellow Cebuanos as recovery efforts move forward. As we brace ourselves for the upcoming weather changes, let's dive into what you can expect day by day. Whether you're planning outdoor activities or just preparing for the week, we've got you covered with the most accurate forecast. Stay tuned with us as we take a closer look at the weather patterns that will impact our region. Remember, here at Lawin Weekly News, we bring you the clearest skies to the stormiest forecasts.
Here is your Lawin Weekly News weather forecast in Houston, Texas. On October 5th, Sunday, the highest temperature is 87 degrees Fahrenheit with a low of 71 degrees Fahrenheit. Expect mostly sunny skies throughout the day. On October 6th, Monday, the high reaches 88 degrees Fahrenheit and the low drops to 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Partly cloudy with a small chance of light rain in the afternoon. On October 7th, Tuesday, the temperature peaks at 89 degrees Fahrenheit and dips to 73 degrees Fahrenheit at night. Mostly sunny and warm. On October 8th, Wednesday, the high will be 90 degrees Fahrenheit with a low near 74 degrees Fahrenheit. Expect sunny conditions for most of the day. On October 9th, Thursday, the highest temperature is 89 degrees Fahrenheit and the low around 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Partly cloudy skies with mild evening breezes. On October 10th, Friday, the temperature reaches 88 degrees Fahrenheit with a low of 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Mostly sunny and pleasant. On October 11th, Saturday, the high is 87 degrees Fahrenheit and the low 71 degrees Fahrenheit. Sunny with clear skies all afternoon.
So those were the latest stories in Texas this week. I am Nazca Santina from Lawin Media Network. Have a great day.
Lawin Weekly News.
Tune in live Sundays 8 a.m. Central Standard Time and Sundays 6 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Lawin Weekly News.